Okay, let's get started. So we have crappy weather, so that's why we're here. We have our little interactive cooking show. You're not going to get to hear all of my lame jokes that you normally would, but I am going to go through the demo that I normally would because it's really good, it's really easy, and I'm hoping you'll still enjoy it. So this is chicken bruschetta pasta. It's 7 ingredients, and the entire recipe takes about 16 minutes. The pasta takes 16 minutes to cook, and you can do everything else while the pasta cooks. So the entire thing takes the 16 minutes. If you don't have to talk about the ingredients and the tools, it's strictly 16 minutes. So I'm going to try to keep this down to 16 minutes. First, I'm going to grab my apron. You'll notice that I have a Mickey Mouse apron because our incentive trip for 2015, can you see, is Disney World or Disneyland in California. I can never remember which one's which, but we're going to the one in California. So that's the trip that we're earning for 2015, working on it this year. So if anybody wants to join me on that trip, now is the time to join my team and I will help you do that. It is a trip for 4, which is awesome. Most trips are for 2, but Disney, they always do for 4. So you get to bring your whole family, which I absolutely love. Okay, so to start, we're going to use the deep covered baker, and I don't know if you're familiar with this, and I don't know if you can really see it that well in the video, but we've got the deep covered baker. We call it the magic pot. You can do a whole chicken in here in 30 minutes in the microwave. It does not taste like what you would think microwave chicken would taste like, because that would be gross. You can do the whole chicken. You can do 10-minute pork loin, 15-minute ribs, 12-minute chocolate lava cake. There are a ton of recipes you can do in here. I do have an e-cookbook. It's 45 pages long, over 150 recipes just for the baker. It is worth every single penny. You can cook in 30 minutes or less, $2 or less per serving. Save yourself a ton of money in the long run. So that's what we're using. We're not going to use it for the chicken tonight. We're actually going to use it for the spaghetti. So I have about half a box of spaghetti that I broke in half in here. And we are going to put 2 cans of chicken broth in here because it gives it a little more flavor than water does. We're going to use our smooth edge can opener. This is a fun tool to give to people and not tell them how to use it because nobody can ever figure it out without any kind of direction. So I'm going to show you how to use it. I will tell you the first couple of cans, they take a little getting used to. Once you do a few, you can basically do it in your sleep. So the only thing you have to watch out for, and I don't know if you can see, the camera's kind of far away, but there's this little round thing here. That's what's going to grip your can. That has to hang off the edge. That's the only thing you have to worry about. So you hang that off the edge anywhere on the can, anywhere that you want, anything, any way, doesn't matter. Just hang it off the edge. I don't know if you can see that. So then your first half turn will grip your can for you. And then you just keep twisting. And you twist until you either hear it click or it gets really easy to turn. Okay, I don't know if you heard that, but it clicked. It's still attached. So you want to turn left to let it go. Super simple. Then I've gone to lots of houses. They tell me they hate this. They don't want it anymore. Take it back. Give me my money back. You go into their cupboard and they have a whole lot of open cans. And they don't realize it because it actually cuts around the glued edge of the can. You can't pry it off with your fingers. So there's these little pinchers on the side here and this little thumb thing here. When you push the thumb thing, it actually makes the pinchers go. So you put the pinchers over the top, grip it, pull it up, and you now no longer have any sharp edges on your cans. So I'm going to pour this in. I knew I couldn't keep them away for 16 minutes. All right, I'm going to do the second can here. Colby, go. Colby, go. Grip the can here, go through it, and then turn it left to let it go. And then you just lift it up. Whoop, that one didn't quite work. Go on one more time here. Going too quick. All right, so we're going to grip it. We're going to lift it up. We're going to have 2 cans of chicken broth in here. Throw it in the microwave for about 16 minutes. You have a nice flavor to that spaghetti. And that's the longest part of the recipe. That right there is probably the hardest part of the recipe. So we're going to cover it. Pop it in here. 16 minutes. Now I do have to tell you about the Rockcrok, which is our new product. And actually, do I have one here? I actually have one here. This is absolutely amazing. This is like your little black dress. That baker's like comfy blue jeans. Rockcrok, little black dress. So So you actually, if you want to make your food a little more special, kind of get the flavors that will kind of layer, this is the pan that you want. This is heat safe up to 752 degrees, which means that it is oven safe, it is microwave safe, it is stovetop safe, under the broiler safe, on the grill safe, and dishwasher safe. So that little gem right there can go anywhere. We absolutely love that. You cannot thermal shock it. And ours do not have the micro cracks in the glaze like the other things do on the market, which means that when you make a soup and you put it in the fridge, you are not going to have a puddle of soup on the bottom of your fridge by morning because we don't have the micro cracks. So you can actually pull it right out of the box and start cooking with it. We have a 5-year warranty, which is way better than the 90-day warranty that's out there right now. So that thing is absolutely amazing. I can give you a couple recipes that I have loved making. My husband loves to use it too, which that's going to tell you something if your husband will cook. So, okay, so we've got that going. Now we've got the grill pan and the grill press. I'll pull this off real quick so you can see. We've got the divots there on the bottom. I can't even think right now. But we've got the press, which is made out of cast iron. I have it preheating right now, medium high, with the press in it, because you want that press to get hot too. So it's actually going to give your meats a real good sear. But that is your morning, noon, and night pan. You can use it at breakfast time for your bacon, your sausage, pretty much anything, any meats that you would want to grill, you can. At lunchtime, you can do pressed sandwiches, grilled cheese. You can do a great French toast in there too. You can grill your vegetables. You can grill your fruits. Have you ever grilled fruits before? It makes it really, really, really sweet. We can actually make a really nice looking cake in that too because it is oven safe. So we have 3 different sets of cookware. That is a piece from our executive line. I have an executive fan because it's nonstick. I am not a good enough cook to use stainless steel every day. I would burn everything. So I like the nonstick. It is 3 layers of nonstick that's baked on layer by layer. It is not Teflon. And if you use metal on it, it will still scratch, but it's not going to peel and flake. You do not have to pass it off as pepper in your potatoes. That is not good for you. The silicone handles actually make it oven safe. These are lifetime warranty as well. The stainless steel is dishwasher safe, oven safe, and lifetime warranty as well. And then we have our new line, which is our white ceramic line. It's a 3-year warranty, still pampered chef quality, but it's not going to last you forever like these pans will. So it kind of depends on your budget, kind of depends on how often you want to buy cookware. So for me, that's a one-time thing. I like to invest in good and then not ever have to worry about it again. So executive line is my go-to cookware. So we've got the chicken. That's what we're going to do. I already pre-seasoned it. I've got some garlic-infused canola oil that I drizzled all over it. And then I've got 3 different seasonings. I've got our Italian seasoning, our garlic and herb rub, and then I've got our Parmesan garlic oil dipping seasoning. So all of that is on the chicken. And I'm going to use our meat tenderizer, which if you're looking for it in the catalog, you probably won't be able to find it because everybody's looking for the hammer. This is not a hammer. But it's got a flat side, which is great for pounding out your chicken. You want a nice even chicken, that way it cooks faster and it cooks more evenly. And it's also a great candy cane crusher at Christmas time if you make your homemade candies. But if you want to do your red meats, you just untwist it, you flip it over, and you twist it back on. And then these spikes, I don't know if you can see them, the spikes will be on the outside so that you can tenderize your meats. So we're actually going to just pound out this chicken to about 1/2 inch thick. A rough day at work. All right, so I'm going to throw this in. It's been preheating, so it's ready to go. I've got my my chef's tongs here, which are great because they will not scratch my pan either. All right, so you're looking at about 3 minutes on one side, 2 minutes on the other for that. Now we're going to make the sauce, and we've got Manuel here. This is our manual food processor. We love him. Call him Manuel. He can be your Latin lover in the kitchen because he can do anything you need him to in the kitchen. Or he can be your sous chef, whichever way you want to go with that, you can. The blades come right out. There's 3 offset curved blades. Those actually pick your food up off the bottom instead of smushing them down in. It's all open in here. 3 cups that you can fit in there. This is great. You can do smoothies right in here. I am an ice cream addict, so I will throw in some Oreos, crush those up, then you throw in some ice cream with a homemade blizzard. You can do your own flavored cream cheeses. You can do sauces. You can do dressings. You can do a salsa, tapenade, or just chopped vegetables. Whatever you need it for, that's what you can use it for. So I've got some fresh basil here that I'm going to chop up in here. So throw that in. And then we're going to add in some fresh garlic. Now I know lots of you probably have the jarred garlic. The next time you go to use it, smell it. It does not smell good, and it's a lot more expensive than buying fresh garlic. The thing about garlic is the more that you break the membranes of it, the more pungent the taste is. So if you want really pungent garlic, then use our smash-in paste, because that will make it a paste and be really, really pungent. Then we have the press, which most pampered chef people are familiar with our press, but my favorite tool is the slicer. So what you do is you put your garlic into the peeler, which is what I'm using here. You just roll it back and forth, and it peels your garlic for you, so you still don't have to touch it. And then you would take your slicer, which is right here. It's 3 pieces. It's all dishwasher safe. And you can throw your garlic in here. And you get these paper-thin slices. So you get that garlic taste through everything, and it melds into whatever you're cooking, but you don't get that big, huge bite. I don't know if you can see this, but you could do your radishes, you could do little carrots, you could do chocolate if you want to be fancy on the top of a cake. You could do Parmesan chunks in here. You could do whatever fits in here, you can do. So I'm going to actually throw them into the food processor because I don't need them. I just wanted to show you the slicer. So we've got the 3 cloves of garlic in here. Give that a good chop. Then we throw in some olive oil, and I've got about a half a cup of olive oil in here. And then we need some tomatoes, because the tomatoes, fresh tomatoes, are yummy. Okay, so we've got our Coramore here. This side cores, you can actually hull things out with it. Great melon baller. But then this side is a great strawberry huller, and you can take the tops out of the tomatoes because you don't want that in your sauce. So you can actually just do this, and it will take the top right off. So we're going to pull out the tops of those. Then I'm going to use my veggie wedger, and that's going to give me the perfect size wedges. And then we'll just cut them in half real quick with one of our really awesome knives. All right, so those are all hulled. Then we've got our veggie wedger, which is right here. It is serrated, and it has a point here. I'll show you that as well. So that means you can do anything. I don't know if you can see the point there, but it's all serrated. It has a point. You can do anything without a pit. So you can do your tomatoes, onions, peppers, lemons, limes, oranges, anything without a pit. So you can slice them all up really, really quick. So there's 3 tomatoes, all in perfect wedges. Ta-da! Then we've got our utility knife. Now the utility knife comes in the kit when you become a consultant. These are great. This is a piece from our Forged Cutlery collection. They have black handles. Now these are lifetime warranty. Again, I like lifetime warranty stuff. I don't mind paying a little bit more up front if I know that it's going to last me forever. Now these are forged, which means they're actually heated and shaped and cooled. So they're all one piece. You're not going to have a blade that falls off the handle or anything like that. You do want to hand wash them, dry them right away. And they do need to be professionally sharpened once every few years. No more than once every few years. So just to keep them nice and sharp. I do love them. Now, the utility knife is a great knife to start with. I will tell you that my favorite knife is my 5-inch Sentoku knife. It's a great size for me. Everybody has their own personal preference. I just really like that one. Throw in the other half here, and our sauce will be done. mixing scraper, perfect size for the food processor. It actually fits in these little crevices perfectly, and you can still stir around here without hitting the blade. It's still fitting in, which is great. All right, so there's our sauce. Let you see that. I don't know if you can see it real well, but we've got sauce in there, nice and thick. Woo, as I almost pour it on there. All right, and then we need some cheese, because everything's better with cheese. Now the recipe calls for about a half a cup of cheese. I don't measure cheese in real life. For me, the more cheese, the better. So our chicken is done. Now I used to hate this pan because I didn't know how to clean it, and I couldn't get into the little crevices. Here's a trick for you. Put some water in it while it's still hot, and that will loosen everything up. If you have anything that's really, really stuck to it, put in some baking soda. It bubbles right up. It pulls everything up off the bottom. There you go. You just let that sit and you're good. All right, so we need the cheese. We're going to do fresh Parmesan cheese. Fresh cheese in blocks is cheaper per ounce than bagged cheese. And bagged cheese is not just cheese. Read the ingredients on the back. If you think that it shouldn't have ingredients on the back because it's supposed to be cheese, then you are sadly mistaken. So read that, and that might change your opinion. Again, when you have the right tools, it makes life easier, and you can actually save some money. So we're going to do our fresh Parmesan cheese. This is our microplane adjustable grater. It actually closes right up. I don't know if you can see that. It closes right up so it'll fit in your drawer, and then you can do it straight up and down, which is how we're going to use it, or you can do it right out over a plate. So this is the microplane one. Great for hard cheeses, great for fresh cinnamon, fresh ginger. You can zest your lemons and limes with it. But we also have a coarse one. The coarse one is great for your softer cheeses, like your mozzarella or cheddar. It's great for zucchini bread. I'm going to come as close as I can so hopefully you can see this. You can see how fast this works. You do not have to add 20 minutes to your dinner prep time anymore or make it the kids' job because you don't feel like doing it because it takes forever. It doesn't take forever anymore. Now again, I said the recipe calls for about a half a cup. I probably have close to a cup there because I don't measure cheese. So that's about it. I'm going to put, where'd my choppers go? Oh. We've got our salad choppers here, which I didn't own until probably a year and a half ago now, 2 years ago now, because they're called salad choppers, and I don't eat salad. So they are my chicken choppers. I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not, but you can do any cooked meats with this. Yeah, notice my favorite feature of these stainless steel bowls is the thumb hole because I can actually hold it. But you just, you can chop your meats, any cooked meats. It actually goes down into my kids' bowls to chop up their spaghetti. Or if you have little kids, you can chop everything up into little bite-sized pieces for them in no time. Now, when I show you this chicken, you're going to be thinking chicken nachos, you're going to be thinking chicken sliders, you're going to be thinking, I don't know, what else can you do with chicken? I've got a 3-year-old here distracting me. Oh, fajitas would be good. Do your pulled pork like this. Now the other good thing is when you burn your chicken, just cut it up really small, nobody can tell. Alright, can you see how small that is? I did it way, way, way small. That's all chopped up for you. Alright, so that's it. Everything is done. I just have to throw it all together. Now I've got here our trivet, which I'll talk to you about here. These are $9.50. $2 from each one goes to the Good Shepherd Food Bank. They're made of pork. They sit flat. $2 to the Good Shepherd Food Bank provides 18 meals for somebody, so they get a bigger bang for their buck than we do. And then obviously I got to throw in a little booking pitch in here because that is the most fun way to learn these new recipes, because you actually get to talk to your friends at the same time. You get to try everything out. But not only that, you get to earn free stuff, half price items, 60% off items. the list goes on and on. I mean, the free stuff that Pampered Chef gives to their hosts is unbelievable. So I absolutely love this company. I love how generous they are. Most people do this for the free stuff. Some people do it just because they can't cook and they want to learn how. And some people do it just because they need a night with friends. So I don't care why you get together. Just invite me with you because I need a night out with people too because I'm home all day with a 3-year-old. And so I will pretty much go anywhere, anytime for a couple hours, so I need some grown-up time too. So please help me and I'll help you. Okay, so we've got about 20 seconds. That's close enough, so I'm going to pour this out. Now, I will tell you, you can actually probably do the spaghetti with 1 can of broth. I am a no-fuss cook. I only cook because I have to. So you can do it with 1 can if you want to pay attention to it and then stir it in between so it doesn't stick. I don't mess with it. The cans of broth at Walmart are 78 cents, so I throw in 2, and then I don't have to worry about it. So, okay, so we drain out the spaghetti here, and then we're going to throw in the sauce. And if you could smell this, see, this is why you need a cooking party too, because then you can smell this. So we're going to stir this all in. We're going to add in the cheese and add in the chicken, and we will be done. I'll show it to you because you're not going to believe it. Whoop. Okay, that's our make-believe half a cup of cheese. And then we've got our chicken that we're going to add in. This was just 2 chicken breasts too, and look how much it makes. Stir this all around and show you what you're missing. All right. If you have any questions or you need help with anything, please let me know. But this is chicken bruschetta pasta. 7 ingredients, 16 minutes, super, super yummy. You can't go wrong with that.